So, quick update on the swords and the dungeon. Let's first start with the swords really quick. So, I'm releasing two new auctions coming out. One is going to be the old swords that I made originally, which the quality is pretty good. And then the new swords coming out, which are these right here, will cost a little bit more. They're a little bit higher premium, less bends in them, and a little bit smoother quality. They're actually been treated a little differently and sanded by hand, so the cost will be a little more. So the original swords were $6 a piece. These will be $7.50 a piece, so they are going to cost a little more. And I'm only making gray in Revelation and Origins only. I'm not going to do the classics in this higher premium quality. So just as a heads up, that's what's going on with these swords. They should actually be live right now, right this second, because I just launched them at this time. So there we go. There's the swords. The next thing I want to talk about is the dungeon. And here is the dungeon. I have He-Man here to show just the size. He's not included with the dungeon. And what's cool about this dungeon and why I'm filming this in the dark is there is some glow-in-the-dark features as you guys have seen before. So let me go ahead and slide this open so we can reach inside here, and the gate goes up. And what's cool is, if you haven't seen this, is right here we have 4 holes where the gate goes into the floor, and that was kind of the cool design of this. And this comes completely out if you want. And then I have added a new cool skeleton, and there he is. Now it's not super detailed, it's okay, it's not articulated, but it looks cool in the corner of the dungeon. I did some black wash on him, and originally I printed him in white, so all that coloring you see is actually paint on him. And as an added bonus, he actually glows in the dark too. So let's check this out and see. Burp. So you can kind of see his glowing feature there. I gotta charge him up for a little longer, I guess. And there he is glowing. Let me stick him in the dark so you can see him. Burr, burr, burr. So it's kind of cool. So if you can see that glowing or not. It's weird. I got this weird white line across the top of my phone. Anyway, hopefully you guys don't see that as well. And of course the skull also glows too. Let me go ahead and charge that up as well so you guys can see the skull glowing. And there's the skull. There's the body down here. Burr, burr, burr. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and get the light back on here so you guys can see this dungeon in its full entirety. Let me go and put this on top so you can see the track, how this works. So this just slides right in the track on top there, and that track goes all the way down to the bottom, and then of course they go into the holes. It is loose in there, so you have to be careful when you line it up. And then once you have that on there, you put the top on, and then that top is just going to keep the gate from opening without opening the top too. So that's why I made it. I also made it so the gate, if you don't have the floor on it, it still works. The floor piece is removable. I wouldn't suggest doing it. It's on there very tight. But there you can see how the floor works. Let me go ahead and show you guys inside this dungeon. Now this top piece right here is based off of the original sticker from the 80s. And I actually used the design from the classic sticker. And it's kind of cool. I made a mouse pad of it. You've probably seen my videos of it already. But this way you have the Well of Souls kind of top piece on there. And then inside, I made the floor textured, as you can see. And you can just put your little skull guy in the corner there, or put him in this corner, or wherever you want to stick him. So there he is. And you can see next to He-Man, he's about the right size for a classics. So there he is. Let me go ahead and make him glow one more time. Charge him right up. And turn off my light. There he is, glowing in the dark. All right. Now, quick note, when I did spray him, I sprayed him like this, so the other side does not glow very much, as you can see. But he's not made to be on both sides. He's made just to be on one side. There's some spots of glow on there, but not a lot. But most of the glowing is on just the top side. So when he's in the dungeon, it looks just right. So it's just a decoration in the dungeon. It's not articulated or anything else. So there we go. Let's go ahead and look at the whole entire dungeon all the way around. So let me put the top back on. Let's go ahead and spin this around so you guys can see. We have a window on this side, just like the original drawing had on it, with the bars in there. The back is just solid, and the other side is just solid as well. So there is the full complete dungeon all the way around. Now what's kind of fun is I made it so that the window happens to line up with He-Man's head, and of course that makes it more fun. So take a look at that. You can see He-Man inside there. Let me get another light on in there so you can see him. And there he is, just chilling in the jail, inside the cell. And there's a slight ledge right here too that you can actually put stuff on. You can't put a lot of stuff on it, but you know, it's just basically the ledge of the dungeon. So that is the dungeon. I wanted to show you guys the whole thing so you guys can check it out for yourselves before you decide to get it. Starting bid's going to be $1 like always. And it is pretty cool. Oh, the book. Let me get the book to show you guys where this came from, for those that are interested. Now, the book is a little bit different than my design totally. I decided to take a little bit of liberties on the design. So this picture comes from the Power and Honor Foundation Catalog Volume 1. Now, with a name like Volume 1, you would think there'd be a Volume 2, but there is no Volume 2. They only made a Volume 1. Let me go ahead and see if I can find that cool dungeon. I believe it's right around these pages here, and there it is. Right there. There is the dungeon that they were planning on making. And you can kind of see how that looks. There is the dungeon. Boom, boom, boom. And of course it has the window and the skull and crossbones and the little ledge. And the gate I made different than this, and the top I made different. I thought it'd be cool to do the Well of Souls for the top instead of the standard little wood chunks that looked like they're popsicle sticks. So that's some of the design changes that I made on it. So there you go. All right. Anyway, if you're not already subscribed to me, like and subscribe and check out my videos. The dungeon is up for sale right now. Find the description and the link in the description and click it. You can go ahead and go right to the dungeon and bid. Like I said, starting bid for this is $1. And don't forget about the swords. I have 2 auctions on swords. You know, I'll just put a link on the bottom that goes to all my auctions so you guys can see them all. And in the description. And I have 2 different sets available, $6 ones and ones for $7.50. The $7.50 are the new ones where the bends are not as obvious. So there still might be some slight bends, but not as much as I had before. And they are a lot cleaner and smoother than the original ones I released. So there you go. Those are the 2 different auctions I have. And for the second auction, it's only going to be these 2 swords in gray. No blue available. And the first auction are the last batch of the other ones. So once those ones are gone, that will be it. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Again, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video. Bye now.